Time to get metaphysical. Time to get metaphysical. How do I keep getting this one piece of land? Time to get metaphysical with it. Try to see how I want to start this. Okay. Yesterday I did a meditation, just out in nature, laying on the ground, just sitting there. No laying there. Closed my eyes and just was meditating. And not only was I meditating, but I was also in the process of like healing. Just getting some healing at that time too, and releasing. I would feel like, to summarize that whole moment up. And I noticed that like there was a certain experience that I was releasing that I've had that I felt like that was weighing on me, and that was kind of like stopping my progression. And I just felt like over these last, it's been hard to kind of shake this. You know what I mean? No matter what I've learned, meditation, all healing, talking to people, all types of stuff, it's still kind of like what I've experienced is I was trying to just, move forward, let go of things so that I can, live life in a more positive way. So I'm meditating, and I felt good after that meditation. I felt good. So I go over to a friend's house, and what we're watching is not something I would particularly watch all the time or nothing, but I'm at a friend's house, I'm in your company, let's see what you got going on. I can find entertainment in anything. So we watching the show, and what was being played on the TV, and I'm talking about like, I did the meditation, and it was probably about 2 hours after I went over to my friend's house. And so, yeah, I go over there, watching TV, watching the show, and what was going on in the show was the exact, almost damn near like very close to the exact same experience that I was trying to shake off. And I was just like, wow. Like, it's a lot of emotions building up in me. It's a lot of emotions. It's just, I can feel it. I can feel it bubbling, because it's like, imagine like you just got over, you was in a car accident, and now you was a little like affected by like cars or just driving. And so right after you get out the car accident, you go through a whole couple months of just kind of having a little bit of fear of driving. But then like you kind of feel yourself getting over it and getting better. And then like right after, like the day you, like the moment you kind of think about like, okay, I feel like I'm over this. I feel like I feel like, that's what, like, you feeling good about yourself. You feeling like you let go of some things, and then, a car crash happens right in front of you. So there's going to be a multitude of like emotions that build up just from like the past and the present moment too. And so like I'm with her, we watching the show, and I'm just, I'm playing it off. I'm acting like, I'm like outside I'm playing it off. But like inside I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to shake this shit off, get some healing, and this motherfucker almost like this shit want to follow me. It's almost like this shit wants to follow me. Imagine you had we all go through this, but you have a bad experience, And it's like in everything in life, it reminds you of that bad experience. Like everything in life starts triggering you to remind you of the bad experience that you had. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm going through the motions, but I'm like, inside, I'm like organizing myself, calming myself down, woo sign. But I'm really am hurt. Like, I'm really like, damn, this is really wild. Like, this is kind of fucked up right now a little bit to me. I'm trying to get peace. I'm trying to get, good vibes with my friend, and we doing it up and we chilling. And now this shit is like being shown to me. What the fuck? So I was just like, that's interesting. Like if it, a lot of things with triggers to me and things that just bring a high volume, I don't know, of like emotion. They come in like waves. It's almost like it's like it's like mentally, or you got your mental body, your emotional body. So to me, it's like your emotional body. It's almost like your consciousness is on this boat, and the water is your emotions. And you'll notice that you'll be surprised how fast, like, well, I don't know, everybody is different, but just you can go from like one emotion to the next, or how much you can kind of like, you was just thinking about some probably sad shit, and then just as fast you're thinking about like, I'm about to go get something to eat and I'm hungry. So now you're just like, you felt like at that moment in them couple seconds or minutes, you was such in a deep time that you couldn't get out of. But then like a couple minutes later, all you worried about is just you being hungry, or like your show, or what you're gonna wear tomorrow. So it's like, I feel like we mentally and emotionally go through these waves. And if we slow down, you can observe yourself like going through these fluctuations. So at least for myself. So because that's what happened. Like, I was in that for a minute, and then I got out of it. Then I went back to like, me having a good time with her, and we doing it up, smoking, watching the show. I think we was playing the game. Like, so like, it's all good. But yeah, we was playing the game. We was playing GTA 5. So I say all that to say, triggers, but most importantly, because I said we're gonna get metaphysical, electricity. In that story and what I just said, you can gain a lot from that. There's certain things you can get from that, how to deal with triggers. What you get from it is what you get from it. But to go further into what I want to dive into, I was fasting for a long time off of everything. And I was like, okay, I'm doing the food, I'm doing the water even, I'm just doing a lot of stuff. I'm like smoking, drinking, I'm not doing that stuff no more. Let's strip away from this electronics. Let's give this phone a break. And so I, got away from, started slowly stop, just using my phone, like just being on my phone. I would do other things. I would go meditate. I would walk in nature. I would work out. I would read something. I would probably draw something. I would just be creative in other ways, and just use my mind for different things other than just being on my phone or even having it playing in the background. And so I noticed that, like, when I was fasting away from my phone, it was this like hunger that it was almost like my brain was like starving for like stimulation. It was almost like my brain was like starving with just the need to be stimulated. Like, it was very, very interesting. Like, it was almost just like it just needed this constant just stimulation. Just damn Energizer Bunny type shit. Like, it just need to keep going. It just need to be, it was very kind of like hard at first to really break away from it. To really break away from, and that's how I knew, like, oh wow, this phone is doing like a lot of, like, this phone is doing a lot more things to the brain than we realize. Because there's no reason why I should feel that like much tension or pressure or just any type of like uncomfortability over a phone. like what the world? Like, why? Like, I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate AI. I love I love technology. I love nature too, though. And so to me, it's all about balance. You know what I mean? But, and then, I'm doing my research, and then I'm listening to one of my G's, Q Reeves, and he was like, he did a regression, and one of the ladies that he had experience with during the regression is like, she told him that the tree said that which makes a lot of sense, that masculinity represents more electricity and female energy represents more magnetism. And that makes perfect sense, because it's like, what do men do? We shoot out sperm. What does electricity does? It shoots out. It's almost like a current. Like, it shoots out and it keeps going. And then like, what do women do? Like, they draw you to them just by just by them being women. So it's not a hard concept to grasp. So then I thought about it, like, I wonder how much the masculine priesthoods are using electricity, which we use every day, to like affect us even more in another type of way. You know what I mean? Not only just controlled by just like normal government control, but also just like mental too. Like the things that are being brought up on your phone, like certain things that are just being brought up, like certain things that are coming up. Is that really you tripping and you like, because I feel like in that moment when I see, because I've had that happen to me a lot of times. But I feel like even in that moment, I kind of would have like there's other people who really probably got started getting emotional. They probably would have started crying. They probably would have started doing a whole multitude of things, like going into a very depressed state, all types of stuff. And I didn't do that. Like, I've been there, done that. I ain't saying I ain't did that before, but I've been there, done that. So I done already passed that level. But I wonder how much, like, because we got this algorithm now where it's like it already predicts what you're going to see, or it already kind of predicts like what you're into or what you like. So I wonder how much like think about this. We're all trying to heal from what we've been through in life. We all want to let go and just see the best for ourselves and that person. And so how is that going to happen if you're constantly being reminded of your past? And there's a lot of strength you can get from the trauma and the non-pleasurable moments that you go through. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to keep reminding somebody of like the fucked up shit that they went through. Like, I wouldn't want to keep putting somebody back into a place where it's like, damn, I feel like I gotten over this shit. Brought me back to this shit. Like, it's wild out here, man. It's wild out here. It's wild out here. Just today too, we had the nationwide. I'm gonna post that video I did on that too, but just today we had the nationwide shutdown too for a minute. And it's crazy because I woke up like almost exactly when Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, all they shit cut off. Like, I literally woke up right when that shit started. Lie to you not. I woke up and I was like, oh, let me like make sure I'm up, like, cause I had an appointment. So I'm like checking what time it is. And I was on YouTube for a good little minute. Like, used the bathroom, came back, laid back down, was on YouTube for a minute. And then I'm like, then this shit just goes straight to SOS. And I'm like, wait, I was just on YouTube. Like, what the fuck happened? So I'm turning the phone on and off. I'm turning it on, off, doing all types of shit with it. And it's still going to SOS. So, I already told the story in the last video about all that. But today was another reminder, man, of woo! Be careful what you depend on. Be careful what you get your comfort from. Be careful what you get your peace from. Be careful what you get your entertainment from. Because a lot of things are really affecting us in a very... I feel like the closest person to heaven is a person who can be at peace no matter what. No matter what. They getting tortured. Someone is literally probably like dissecting okay, let me chill out. Sorry. But they just do like, they in any circumstances, they can goddamn just be at peace. That's the closest thing you're gonna get to me to like heaven on an earthly, like being physical. So I would like to be more like that. I would like to have more control over what influences me, what annoys me, what like I get anxiety over, what I get angry over. There's nothing wrong with you stimulating yourself. I mean, we already do that. We can also do that mentally. We ain't got to do that sexually. But like, making your own videos like I'm doing. You like clothes, you make your own clothes. You like whatever you like to watch, you actually do it. Whatever you're into, you actually go into and be like, you know what? I'm going to try it for myself. So that way it's never like a neediness or like oh, this person is even doing something that I can't do it. Like, bye. That's it. Peace out, y'all. Till next time, much love.